Chapter 1. Ice Cream. Heaven. Susie blinked her eyes open and gasped. She wasn't in her cosy bedroom anymore. Instead, she stood on a shimmering path made entirely of glittering sprinkles, stretching endlessly into a world that looked like it had been made by an ice cream dreamer. Towering mountains of chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry ice cream rose into a sky that swirled with clouds of whipped cream. Rivers of golden caramel and rich fudge crisscrossed the land, with little gummy bears cheerfully paddling tiny candy boats. It was magical, overwhelming, and deliciously inviting all at once. As she took her first step, Susie noticed that the ground beneath her wasn't just colourful. It was soft and cool, like mint chocolate chip ice cream that didn't melt. The air smelled like freshly baked waffle cones, and the breeze carried hints of cherries and sprinkles. She followed the sprinkle path until she came to a village of marshmallow people, each one as fluffy and sweet as a toasted treat. "Welcome to Ice Cream Heaven," squeaked a marshmallow wearing a tiny candy hat. "We've been waiting for you." Curious and excited, Susie decided to explore. The marshmallow villagers showed her their homes, which were scooped out of giant sundaes and decorated with candy canes and sugar flowers. She even slid down a chocolate syrup waterfall into a pool of strawberry milkshake, laughing as the syrup tickled her toes. As she swam, colourful sprinkles rained down like confetti, and Susie couldn't help but scoop up a handful of the milkshake and taste it. It was the creamiest, sweetest thing she had ever tasted, but not everything was perfect in ice cream heaven. As Susie ventured farther, she noticed that the grand ice cream castle at the heart of the land was starting to melt. Its walls, made of shimmering crystal-clear sugar and layers of Neapolitan ice cream, were dripping under a sudden heat wave. "Oh no," cried the marshmallows. "If the castle melts completely, all of ice cream heaven will disappear." Susie felt a pang of urgency. This sweet world needed her help. Determined, she set out to find a solution. The marshmallow mayor explained that the magical freezer, hidden deep in the Rocky Road Mountains, could save the castle by restoring the chill to the land. Susie, with a sprinkle-covered map in hand, began her journey. Along the way, she encountered a troop of gummy bears guarding a caramel river. "To pass, you must solve our riddle," one of them said with a giggle. Luckily, Susie loved riddles and solved it quickly, earning their trust, and a gummy bear guide to help her. The path to the freezer was no easy trek. Susie had to cross a bridge made of wafer cookies, careful not to step on the cracked ones. She climbed whipped cream peaks, avoiding the sticky patches of marshmallow fluff that threatened to trap her. At one point, she even had to dodge a hailstorm of chocolate chips raining down from the sky. Yet, with every challenge, Susie's determination grew stronger. She couldn't let ice cream heaven melt away. Finally, she reached the magical freezer, a towering silver box that glimmered like a diamond in the sunlight. Susie, with the help of her gummy bear friend, turned the giant peppermint key in its lock. The freezer roared to life, sending a frosty blast across the land. Within moments, the melting stopped, and the castle began to regain its shape. Cheers erupted from the marshmallow villagers, who had gathered to watch from a safe distance. On her way back, Susie was treated like a hero. The marshmallow mayor presented her with a crown made of candied cherries and sprinkles, declaring her the official saviour of ice cream heaven. Susie blushed, but couldn't help grinning from ear to ear. She was just happy to see the land restored to its sweet perfection. Before leaving, Susie was invited to a grand feast. Long tables piled high with ice cream sundaes, banana splits and root beer floats stretched as far as the eye could see. Susie sampled every treat, her heart full of joy and her stomach full of sweetness. "Come back any time, Susie," the marshmallows called as she prepared to leave. As Susie stepped back onto the sprinkle path, she felt a gentle tug in her heart. Ice cream. Heaven wasn't just a place of sugary delights. It was a reminder that even the sweetest things in life need care, and determination to survive. With one last look at the sparkling castle in the distance, Susie took a deep breath and walked forward, ready for whatever wonder lay ahead.